Hello friends. So we've been looking at formulas. We've checked out the string formulas, date formulas, and also figured out how to do absolute referencing and relative referencing. Now, many a times in Excel or when you present it with the data, depending upon what you find as a data, you might have to take a decision. So take for example, if you are having a student's marks and you want to make sure that if people have scored more than 35, then they have passed, otherwise they failed. So you want that decision to be taken and the student to be rated as passed or failed. Then in that case the logical functions work. So we are going to try out some of the most important ones over here so that you become familiar and you can get started with this. So let's switch over to the logical and aggregate formula worksheet, and we're going to apply some of the common ones. So the first, since this is a sales data, over here I have got sales numbers, and let us say that I want to apply a simple formula that if, or a simple condition that if the order quantity is greater than 25, or then I want the shipping to be free, otherwise I want to charge for the shipping. So for that, the if kind of a formula will work very effectively. So if I want to specify this in context of the values or the record in row number 2, then I can type in that, okay, if my quantity, that is value in G2, is less than 25, then shipping chargeable. Otherwise, so this is value if true. So what is the logical test that we have performed? If the quantity is less than 25. If that is true, then shipping is chargeable. Otherwise, I want shipping to be free. So I can type in like this and it will accordingly work. Now, if my quantity is 26, it will indicate that shipping is free. And you can also utilize to compute. It can be anything. Right now we have used a simple string, but you can have a compute value that I can. If the value is less than 25, then I want it to be charged 10% of the total sales. Otherwise, so you can do all kinds of things over there. Now, this is a situation if I am only looking at one aspect of it, but there might be situations wherein I, there might be multiple conditions, or one of the conditions should be satisfied, and that is where the and or a or will work very effectively. So let us say my condition, I want to change it to the fact that my sales should be greater than 2500 and the total number of quantity to be shipped has to be less than 25, because otherwise my shipping doesn't work free. So if I have to specify something like that, then I can use a and formula. So the logical test is of the fact that all conditions that I'm going to type now should be true. So this is less than 25 and the value in the sales should be greater than 2500. Then I want it to be shipping free, else shipping chargeable. There you go. So now you can see that the total number of this thing is, it's not matching because I have just, the order of the condition does not matter in this case because it is and. There you go. Now another situation which is very common is that you might have applied your formulas across cells, and some cells might not be evaluating to a proper value, and in that case Excel will return an error, and that is a situation wherein if error works very well. So take for example, in our previous exercises we had looked for a value in find for an underscore. So we had provided a string over here which was referencing to a code and we were looking for underscore. Now let us say that underscore was not found, or we are looking for hyphen and it wasn't found, then Excel will return an error. So I'll just show you an example. If let us say over here I am trying to look for hyphen and I'm trying to look for it in F2, then it will return a error, and that is where a condition or if error formula comes in very handy. What it means is that, okay, if you find the value, then return the value. But if you are getting an error like in this case, then what should you do? You can type in anything, you can do anything, you can apply another formula, or you can just leave it blank. So in this case, I'm writing in it as not found. So if I could find the value, then it will return me the value, otherwise it will indicate not found. So in this case, it will return me a not found. Now let us say if I was trying to find out underscore, which is what we had originally worked upon, then it is going to send me the value. So that is how it works, that okay, if you find an error situation, then what to do? It can be anything. It can be that I want a string to be sent back, it can be an empty space, or it can be another formula or another evaluation. So these are some of the common logical formulas. You can practice them and these will come in very handy, and you can also explore them over here as logical, as I showed you, and false is simply a false. So try it out, and these would be commonly used, which we would be using in subsequent exercises also. In the next session, we are going to cover the aggregate formulas. So I'll see you there and practice well. Thank you.